In this lab, we will look at um, the call center data and we will analyze it. The manager of a call center routinely monitors call answering performance. For a particular type of call, the following time to answer in seconds was recorded for Monday and Tuesday of last week. So these are the times to answer the calls, and it's in seconds. So there are 3, 6, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 50 data collected. Now we will construct a frequency and percentage distribution for this data. So let's find the minimum because we want to first select the bin range. So we need the minimum. So to find the minimum, we will type equal min, and then we'll select the data. The x 4.1, and for the maximum we'll type equal max of the data and the x 84.2. The bin width is the maximum value minus the minimum value, that's 80.1. Now the bin range, let's start from 10 and we'll count in steps of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So for the frequency distribution, we'll make a table. We'll type time to answer in seconds. For the bin range 10, we will say 0 to 9, and for 20, the range is 10 to 19, and for 30, the range for the time to answer in seconds is 20 to 29, and for 40, bin range 40, the time to answer is 30 to 39, for 50 is 40 to 49, for 60 is 50 to 59, for 70 is 60 to 69, for 80 is 70 to 79, for 90 is 80 to 89. So what we want to do is we want to calculate the frequency. So equal, we'll type frequency of the data. So we have in this column here, column A, we have entered the raw data column wise in one column. So we'll select the data. Okay, and then comma, we want to select the bin, the classes, the bin range. So for the bin range, we'll select 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Close the bracket, press enter. So the frequency is 21 for the range 0 to 9, 10 to 19 is 16, 20 to 29 is 8, and 30 to 39 is 2. What we will do is we will copy the formula to the rest of the cell. Call frequency A1 to 50 in the bin range is this. Okay, so let's remove this and refind it. Equal frequency of the raw data comma the bin range, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Close the bracket, press enter. So the frequency is calculated here. And for the percentage, what we will do, we will type equal, and then we will select the frequency, divide by the sum of all the frequencies, and then multiply by 100. And we will copy that equation to the rest of the cell. So for the 0 to 9 seconds, the call answered is the highest, which is 42%. Now we will look at the next question. Display the distribution graphically using a histogram. So let's create a new sheet. Let's insert a histogram. So click on Insert, click on Chart, and for the chart type, let's click on Other, and there is histogram chart. Let's click on that. For the data range, let's select the data which is in one column. Okay. So we see the histogram here. Now let's take it to move to on sheet. Now next we change this horizontal axis scale. Okay, for the horizontal axis, let's take the minimum has 0 and the maximum value has 90. And so under customize, there is histogram option and there is bucket size. It's at the moment automatically selected. Let's select 10. So the bucket, we can see that's in steps of 10. The bucket size is 10. And now let's put a chart title, chart and axis title. For the chart title, let's have call center, colon, time to answer. And then let's put the vertical axis title, which is number of calls. Let's put horizontal axis title, which is time to answer. In this histogram, we see the majority of calls are answered within 20 seconds. Although one caller had to wait for nearly 85 seconds. The distribution is skewed right. Looks like an exponential distribution. It looks like the average time to answer is in the 10 to 20 second interval. Now let's go to the next question. The average time to answer is in the 10 to 20 second. Now to find the average, I will type equal and then average of the data. So bracket, we will choose the data. That's 16.43. So the average time to answer is in the 10 to 20 second interval. Now next question, calculate the median. Median is the middle number, and that equals, we will type median and then we will select the data which is in one column. So the raw data in one column, we will select that. And that's 11.5. Now for quartile 1, in the quartiles. So quartile 1 will type equal quartile, open bracket. We will select the data which is in one column. And then we'll put comma and then space quartile 1. And that's 6.65. And for quartile 3, which is also interquartile range, quartile 3, so we will type equal quartile and open bracket. We'll select the data that is in one column. And comma space 3. And that's 22.05. Okay, so and for minimum, yeah, so we had already found minimum equal min and of the data in one column, and close the bracket, and x 4.1 equal maximum, to find the maximum, and then we'll select the data which is in one column, and x 84.2. Now calculate the mean, quartiles and interquartile range for the time to answer, and hence, so we'll remove these values which were not quite right. So, and hence construct a box and whisker plot for this variable. So we also need the title for the box, the horizontal axis name. So we'll put call to call center. So now let's create a histogram. So we'll go to the new sheet that we created without anything, and we will click in one of the empty boxes, click on insert, click on chart, and then for the chart type, select under others, there is box plot, candlestick chart. So click on that, and now we'll select the data range. So we'll go to the data. First, we will want to label the box plot, put the horizontal label. Then we want the minimum. Then we want quartile 1. Then we want quartile 3. And then we want maximum. Okay, so let's take this to move this to on sheet. Let's put the axis title, chart title. So let's put call center, time to answer. And then let's put vertical axis title, time to answer, seconds. Let's remove the horizontal grid lines. So vertical axis, we want the minimum to be 0 and the maximum to be 90. And then for the horizontal axis, it's okay. And for the grid lines and ticks, let's choose vertical axis. Let's untick the major grid lines. Let's tick major ticks. Okay, so this is the box plot. Now, from the box plot, we see the majority of the calls are within 20 seconds. And there is one column who had to wait for nearly 85 seconds. The distribution is also skewed right because of the long tail on top. It looks like the average time to answer is from 10 to 20 seconds because this is where the interquartile range is. That's from quartile 1 to quartile 3. Okay.